topic is the topic of moment of inertia. Many students know that moment of inertia is mr square. But the real crux of moment of inertia is the fact that it represents the body's resistance to angular acceleration. कोई भी बॉडी गोल घूमना नहीं चाहती है. अगर कोई बॉडी को आप गोल घुमाने की कोशिश करेंगे, उसको वो रेजिस्ट करेगी. वो जो रेजिस्टेंस होता है बॉडी का, जिसकी वजह से वो घूमना नहीं चाहती है, उसको फिजिक्स में मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया बोलते हैं. तो आप जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया पढ़ते हैं, वो रिंग का पढ़ते हैं, डिस्क का पढ़ते हैं, सिलेंडर का पढ़ते हैं, हॉलो स्फीयर का पढ़ते हैं, सॉलिड स्फीयर का पढ़ते हैं. जो उनकी वैल्यूज आती हैं, जो एक टेबल की फॉर्म में दी होती हैं, all those values represent the moment of inertia, which is nothing but the resistance offered by those rigid bodies to angular acceleration. These bodies don't want to move. And, there is like you have in dynamics, where you study Newton's law, mass represents the resistance to change the state of motion or rest. Even that is a resistance. Similarly, moment of inertia represents the resistance to angular acceleration. I will do a numerical now, which will remove some of the doubts in your mind and misconceptions pertaining to the calculations of moment of inertia, which are definitely dependent on the mass of the body and the distance between the mass and the axis of rotation. So here follows my video. It's a multiple choice question, something very similar to what you can expect in your school, NEET and JEE Mains, or even if you're pursuing any other board like IB board or Cambridge International Assessment or any part of the world. Physics does not change. So here is my video on the topic of moment of inertia with the help of a multiple choice question. Thank you very much. So here is a numerical on the topic of moment of inertia. So you can see there are two mechanisms given, mechanism number 1 and mechanism number 2. So this is B, that is A. And the question is, you have to do a comparison of the moment of inertia of the two mechanisms. So you can see in mechanism number 1, the mass is 2m, but the distance from axis is r, and in the mechanism 2, the mass is m and the distance is 2r. So let's calculate the moment of inertia of the first mechanism, which is 2m, that's a mass, multiplied by the r square is equal to 2m r square. And the moment of inertia of the mechanism B is m into 2r whole square is equal to 4m r square. Clearly you can see, although the mass in first mechanism is 2m, the moment of inertia is still smaller. Just by virtue of increasing the distance between the mass and axis, you're able to increase the moment of inertia. Remember, moment of inertia is just not some calculation. It is basically a resistance which is offered when a torque is applied. So when you apply the torque, the body does not want to rotate and offers what is called as moment of inertia. You can expect a numerical in NEET and JEE Mains, which is related to calculation of moment of inertia. In the NEET examination, the calculations will not be that cumbersome. But in the case of JEE Mains, you will find that the use of mathematical model is much higher. So JEE Mains, the complexity is higher because of mathematical method, but the physics behind the question does not change. I hope this helps you. And thank you very much for your time. I look forward to talk to you very shortly with another video. Thank you.